I'd like to pose a question to you.
Uh-oh.
Fapping to a deceased porn star. Ethical? Yes or no?
Yes. It's what they would want.
It's what they would want in the end.
It's what they would want. Right? Now, is she alive? Are you fapping to the thought of her dead? Or are you fapping to the product that she was in when she was alive? I think these details matter.
The product that she created in life.
Then yeah. Like
See,
it's okay to watch movies of actors that are deceased, correct?
you see, in death, a member of the fappening can have a name. His name is Robert Paulson.
Lazor Comb. We are not going to panic.
What the heck even happened to you, man?
Vengeance.
Shrimp Daddy! Ha 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 ha!
Give him a hockey stick!
What am I, fucking magician, man?
Am I some kind of fucking magician, man?
Fucking nerd.
Big nerd! Whatever. It's not like we're professionals anyway.
And I'm not sorry anymore.
Time to big brain.
Every day, yes.
What is the airwolf of trains?
Well, we're up Schitt's Creek without a paddle this week on the Lazor Comb podcast, the show where we comb through random episodes of classic TV with a fine-tooth laser. Floating right on down this big old creek is one of your hosts, Christopher Siege.
And I'm your other log driver, NeoCal.
Your other log driver. This month on the Lazor Comb podcast.
Sounds like a gay slur. Like used in the gay community.
Him?
Yeah, like he's a log driver. Don't talk to him. I don't know what it could possibly mean, but
I don't know.
Welcome to Canadian month.
We don't know. We don't want to know.
I don't know you, and I don't care to know you.
My most successful TikTok video ever.
My most successful TikTok video recently blew up.
I was showing that video to people at work, being like, my friend and podcasting co-host went viral on TikTok.
This is because of my very funny cat.
Yeah.
So, it's the face that made it.
What,
like a 1,000-yard stare of my cat.
How many views are you up to now? Last time I checked, it was like 12 million.
Oh, views. The 14.1 million views. Oh, it finally hit 3 mil likes.
Sweet.
And 13.1 thousand comments.
Did it help your follower count at all?
Yes. I went from 78 followers to 1,957. Joke's on them. I don't really do social media. Oh, yeah. I don't have notifications like on for anything. Like, you know me, it'll take me like half a day. Like you had to PM me when there was like Twitter, like blowout. If you recall that like stupid shit. And then I opened it and like the notifications were coming in like multiple a second. And I'm like, oh man, what's going on? Listen, my Twitter is to post memes so that my friends can see, not get followers or be a thieving cunt.
Or be a thieving cunt. There's a throwback.
Yeah, but this time I'm just stealing from my cat. Oh, man.
Exploitative content, you might say.
Yeah, exploiting a 2-year-old on my on my TikTok.
Be careful, they're gonna come for us.
I uploaded a video of because people weren't like, I've either just shown them, but like people don't believe that I've trained my cat.
Yeah,
and they also don't believe that he likes playing with the hose like a dog does.
Right.
You know, like a dog would like try to bite it. He chases it like the end of the water coming from the hose is like a laser pointer. So I uploaded that. I also don't care about viral things or trying to chase it. Like I'm not going to make a follow-up video or like whatever. It's just like I posted it at the right time at the right place for like the algorithm, like chaos gods to, or I tagged it properly or whatever. There's nothing cringier than somebody trying to chase that dragon of going viral by accident.
I've known many people who have done that.
Really?
Yeah. So what was the video anyway?
What was the video of the 3 million like video?
Yeah.
So I made the video because I went to close the dishwasher or something and it wasn't closing, and I noticed Apollo was inside of it. He just likes to go in there and hang out. And so I'm like, okay. And I back out and I'm just like, how come my dishwasher won't close? And part of it's the directorialness, the director's vision of it. I'm like, how come my dishwasher won't close? And I just kind of like slowly move the camera down and then focus it on the cat in the dishwasher behind it.
Yeah.
Not only did he not react to having like the rack like rammed against him, but he's just in the back. He's not looking at me or like the camera. He's just not moving.
Yeah.
And staring off into like nothingness for like a solid 8 seconds. I don't say anything. I just keep the camera on him.
Yeah, I showed that to the video to someone, and they were like, "Wow, that is a dead-eyed stare from that cat."
He's seen things you people wouldn't believe. He's not usually. He's quite intelligent. But yeah, people will be like, "Give him a second. He's thinking." I'm like, no, he's smart. I don't know any other cat that like actually will like sit on command and like go around in a circle and like be pretty, where he like puts his paws up and like does that. I'm like, no, he's smart, damn it. Nope, that's his legacy. Being like the cupcake dog, having nom flashbacks.
He's just he's temporarily occupying an alternate reality version of him for a moment.
He's beginning to believe.
Program uploading.
Wake up, Neo. How long was I out?
About 2 days.
I like my kitties.
Your kitties are great.
I'm glad that we got kitties.
Your kitties are great.
Tell that your new place may be kitty friendly.
It is, so I'm going to be looking at getting a kitty not too long after I move in.
I'm in a very high turnaround city, folks. Well, we're going, and Siege is going to be here because of the universities, and lots of people want to be here and stuff like that. And as a result, like barely any places are pet friendly. So for the longest time, for like over a decade, I'm like, I'm not going to get pets. It's just going to make someplace harder to get. I don't know what I was thinking, man. Never again. I love the kitties too much. If you can't handle me at my kittiest, then you don't deserve me at my without kitties. I don't know where
that was going. We're kind of off in the weeds here. We're gonna take a quick break, and when we get back, we're gonna talk about the theme of this month on the Lazor Comb podcast.
And he can lift anything at all. He's that strong.
Joe Schuster, will you stop it or you'll miss your train? Now help me find number 5.
Strong, but by day he's a mild-mannered reporter. Glasses, a secret identity.
Honestly, you Canadian kids.
He'd be in this cape.
A what?
A cape, wearing these blue tights.
A hero in tights, really. Here it is.
Listen, Lois, this guy is faster than anything, I swear.
If you're not fast, you're gonna miss your train.
That's it. A bullet. He's faster. No, he's faster than a speeding bullet.
Come on, get on it. No one's gonna read a comic strip about a strong man in tights, Joe. It'll never fly.
Fly, no. But he can leap over tall buildings. Oh, wow, yeah.
See what your cousin Frank says in Toronto.
Wait, Lois. I've got something for you. Here, take it. It's a gift. You never know. It might be worth something someday. Is he great or what? Bye-bye, Lois.
And we're back. So
All right.
this month on the Laser Comb podcast, we are celebrating Canada and Canadiana by reviewing shows that are not only made in Canada, but also set in Canada. We're calling it Elbows Up Month. Yeah. Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Imagine fighting just like, just only using your elbows.
Yeah.
Okay, if you were like a Muay Thai practitioner, then that's completely viable.
Yeah.
But then how could you knee somebody in the bottom of the jaw and like give them like paralyze them for life?
Remember when that movie On the Back came out and like for a hot minute everyone was into Muay Thai?
That's right. And that guy,
Tony Jaa.
That's it. It's like new Jet Li, new Jackie Chan. Hmm?
And then
there were a few other things with him following that, but then
there was that movie that he was in where he was had the elephant, and then he kind of just disappeared after that.
I liked the elephant movie where he was like a monk and they stole the elephant for like the ivory trade or something like that. And I'm like, you know what? Elephants are worth fighting for. Go get that fucking elephant. Beat up the bad guys.
Yeah, I think it was called The Protector.
Wasn't there like a Jet Li movie where he was like a slave and unleashed? And he had to like fight and
Hero
during that time. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. But what I do know is that this week on the Laser Comb podcast, we are talking about Canadian comedy, Schitt's Creek.
Let me tell you what I know about Schitt's Creek.
Okay.
I didn't realize, one, I had no idea who was in it or what it was about, and I've never watched it before.
Oh.
I didn't realize that this guy, who I use like GIF reactions for like everything, what was his name?
Daniel
David,
Levy. Oh, well, the actor is Daniel Levy. He's the son of Eugene Levy, who was also in this show.
That's fun. That they play father and son, and that they are father and son.
Daniel Levy is hilarious. I had only seen bits and pieces of Schitt's Creek until today.
You too?
Yeah. I'd seen like little bits and pieces, and I knew who was in it, and I kind of roughly know what the plot of the show is, but I've never really like sat down and watched a full episode.
Same.
And Daniel Levy,
and I was like,
hilarious.
oh, that's where this guy is from. I didn't even know what those GIFs were from. And it's, you know what? It said GIFs, not GIFs.
It's GIF.
I'm sorry. That's a hill I'm going to die on.
It is.
And
GIF. Even the guy who invented them has said that it's GIF.
I thought he said it's GIF.
Oh, well, in that case, fuck that guy.
Language. How fast we turn on our creators. But yeah,
just picture the T-800 foot like stomping down on the skull.
Eyes go. Whenever robots' eyes turn from blue to red, you got to run. You're fucked. That's what media has taught me.
Yeah, they specifically, which begs the question of why they would design multicolored LEDs in their eye lights,
so that when they go evil, you know. That is a good point. It was like their programming is like when they go evil, their eyes turn red, and it's like, wait, you have a contingency backup light plan for when they go evil? Couldn't you have programmed them so they don't go evil? Whoa. Progress is one step at a time.
And fun fact, evil robots, when their eyes go green and red and alternate, that means it's Christmas time.
Yeah. And in which case they are safe to approach. The only time robots are safe to approach when they have red eyes is when they're alternating between green and red. Oh, that's shit, right. That's how they get us. They're going to call a truce during Christmas. And they'll be like, ho, ho, ho. And the T-800s are going to be like walking around with like Santa hats on. And much like the Terminator with that gift, but like inside is actually just like the shotgun. We'll be like, oh wow, they brought gifts, and then that's how they get us, or at least that's how they get Siege.
But then one of them that's pointing the gun at you all of a sudden is just like, get down. And you dive down and it starts shooting the other T-800s.
Hell yes. I want to see that movie. We can like CGI like Arnold at this point. He's okay with it.
AI can do anything. And
Can it do it well? That's
the scary part.
the
So the episode of Schitt's Creek that we're talking about today is the 17th episode overall, the 4th episode of season 2, Estate Sale, which originally aired on January 26th of 2016.
Mm-hmm. I didn't realize the show was that old.
Yeah, it ran from 2015 to 2020. So, Daniel
This is what I think the gist is, based on just my expertise of this episode. A rich family recently had to go bankrupt or something and had to resettle and learn life, scraping the bottom of the barrel, so to speak. But they're highfalutin.
And they are surrounded by people that they don't like. And it is very obvious watching this show that they do not like anybody.
But maybe maybe they'll grow on them.
Maybe.
Or they won't. Who knows?
Yeah.
It starts off with a scene. I didn't realize they were... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Due to certain life circumstances I'm dealing with right now, the sentiment kind of vibes. I kind of vibe with the sentiment of the show.
I was wondering because, like, they literally have nothing, and they're living in... I would think would be expensive, but if it's like rundown and like nobody else is staying there, maybe not. But it's not a great motel they're staying at. I didn't even know if it was functional.
Yeah.
Like, maybe there was like some special long-term arrangement like made because character's name. What's the son's name? Was it David or what? Yeah. He's like on a very small bed reading a book when a like fashionista like girl awkwardly comes in. Alexis. And she's like, Alexis. And she's like, what is this? And he's like, Alexis, that looks like a bike. And she's like, yeah, I know, but like, what is it doing here?
Is it yours? And he's like, yeah.
Yeah. And she reads a note on it and she's like, no. And so somebody that she may or may not be seeing, I'm not really sure at this point. It seems like she absolutely doesn't. But then we learn that she can't ride a bike later. But at the moment, it seemed like this is somebody whose affections she is not reciprocating. That was my interpretation of it.
That was kind of the vibe that I got too. Was that he's a guy who's into her and she kind of just humors him.
As a self-defense mechanism, women learn to not say no to men, which is a shame. Or maybe she's grown up to kind of like lead enough people on that you have people doing things for you and making contacts. I don't know the history of like her character or what her motivations are. Something along those lines. And sure enough, somebody knocks and the two siblings dialogue right away. It got me. I was like, wait a second. People are actually writing this decently. And the boyfriend / beau comes along and he's all like, oh, you got the bike. Oh, you mentioned you missed your spin class. So I thought, here you are.
You needed a mode of transportation. And she's like, yeah, that's right. Would have been nice to get a car, but, And he's like, oh, do you not like it? And David's like, what? No, she loves it. And he is such a sassy little bitch. But the thing is, his folk
aren't many folk like him around here,
Yeah.
so to speak. So it largely falls, his sass or sarcasm largely falls unnoticed,
Yeah.
which I can get behind. And then it's like, oh, hey, come on. Oh, I need to go to this place. Oh, sorry. And he's all like, oh, yeah, well, like, why don't you give it a ride?
I brought my
Oh,
bike
well,
along so we can ride together. And she's like,
oh, great.
He's like, oh, and guess what you're going to need? A helmet. And pulls out this big like pink helmet. And
It's
David's
like one of those like rounded like bulb helmets rather than like just the shell helmets.
And
But the
David's
thing
just
is,
on the bed.
I noticed that both are used.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
David's just on the bed, like, trying to contain his laughter. He's just like, go on, Alexis, put on the helmet.
And she's like, oh, I will when I take the bike out to ride the bike. And he's like, no, I think you should put it on right now.
There's just something like this sassiness of this guy is really fucking funny. And like, I already can
It's
see...
heightened because nobody seems to understand except his family.
Yeah.
I like that. I feel like he kind of makes the show, or at least this episode for me. Not that anybody was bad, but like
We haven't even
they
mentioned...
all have their... Yeah, we haven't even mentioned. So that's the opening scene.
We haven't even mentioned that this show, one of the stars, is the great Catherine O'Hara.
Yeah. And then the next scene, we get to see her. Or do we?
Dude, I can't remember, but yeah, the next scene. And then after that is when the redneck guy like shows up at the hotel to like meet with David. So Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara's characters, Johnny and Moira, are at an estate sale.
And boy, does she look like a Moira in this.
Yeah.
The dialogue, again, this was the dialogue that I spoke about earlier, it being like, oh, they actually have writers. I can see why people really like this now. You said that you actually particularly liked a line here.
So for anyone who's not aware, an estate sale is basically when a person dies, they're someone who's been entrusted to their belongings essentially has a yard sale.
Yeah. And in this case, there is, I thought it was a silent auction where people write down like bids. But no, some things are actually like open auctioned. Mm-hmm. Silent auction, you either write down your price and put it in like this is for number I-17. And you write like $40 and you drop it in a box or like whatever. And then later they get back to you and it's like, oh, the highest bid for this item was this or whatever. And an open auction is like do I hear 75? Oh, like 75 from the man in the hat, 85, 80. Do I hear 80? Sold to the man with the hat for 75. That's an open auction.
Well, and another
and I was surprised that that's what this was.
Another type of estate sale that I've seen that's pretty common, actually, because an ex of mine used to like to bid on stuff at them a lot, is they post for the estate sale, they like the silent auction, they post everything online, you submit your bid, and they tell everyone who's won, and then they're like, okay, you can come pick it up on this day. And they basically they have like a date where like everyone shows up to like pick up and pay for all the stuff that they've won in the silent auction. I saw those a lot in recent, well, not recent, but in relatively recent years.
Then you can just move everything out in quick order.
Yeah. So Johnny and Moira are at the estate sale, and Moira is like, is kind of lamenting. She's like, "Look at this! Just all of this person's belongings, everything they were, just laid out on white foldable tables for everyone to see." And this is where I actually laughed out loud. She says to Johnny, she's like, when they took our things, do you think they did that with our stuff? And he's like very deadpan. He's just like, no, they laid all of our stuff right on the lawn.
He's like, oh no, of course not, Moira. They laid it out right on the lawn. It's his delivery of it's enjoyable.
I actually like burst out in uproarious laughter just the way he said that.
There's a humility that he has to his situation, which is nice. I could have expected all of them to just be like temporarily embarrassed, like millionaires, right? Like lamenting, but no, there's some humble pie that he tries to keep the family eating, so to speak. And I like that line there. And they talk about like, oh, poor like woman, or like going through this, or what do you think? And it's just like, oh, well, like we're going through her stuff, much like people did to our stuff, and judging her for it. Judging us for it, much like we're judging her for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh yeah. And they go throughout the house and stuff like that. He like bids on cufflinks, which he got
for $15, and she gets really excited because there is a still wrapped like queen size like memory foam bed.
Which, if you're not in the know, mattresses are like hundreds or even like over $1,000.
Yeah, no, they aren't cheap.
And she's all like, but then family friend, new acquaintance, I'm not like really sure. We find out who's the wife of a character we'll meet later.
Yeah, Jocelyn.
She comes in and she's like, oh, this is an unopened like mattress? Oh, and it's like memory foam. And that gets like Moira's attention because they're like sleeping on like cockroach motel, like 40-year-old like mattresses where you can feel the springs.
Yeah.
In it, right? So suddenly she's interested now, and she's all like, like memory foam gets too hot or something like that. And she's like, oh, well, we could like, like just have less blankets. Oh, well, it's so big, like it would be hard to fit. Oh, well, like we have like my husband's truck, and we could just toss it in the back there. And she keeps trying to
like dissuade her.
Yeah, to talk her down. Because she wants it. And then she's like, like Joyce or Johnny or something. Oh, grab that like end of this sheet and like let's cover this so no one else sees it.
Yeah, which I thought was funny. She has like this little couch,
like an Afghan or like couch blanket or something.
And
I'm like, you'll
tries to cover up.
Maybe you could cover up the bid number.
Yeah,
like maybe that's what she was trying. But I like the idea that they were trying to put like a tablecloth over the blanket to cover it up. And this item ends up being on like the open auction where everyone's sitting down, and there's a few items that are for the open auction, and I'm guessing everything else is like the silent auction thing because he already has his cufflinks, or maybe everything was open auction. I don't know. And she really wants it. But then the bidding starts going, and they're talking, we can't afford this. Like, oh no, we know. It's like, stop. And then she'll, between Jocelyn and Moira, and then she'll be like, oh, 80. And he's like, honey, you just bid against yourself. Because she's like distracted by the conversation that they're supposed to have. And she's like, we're sleeping on like springs. Like we need that. And it's like brand new. That scene speaks for itself. I'm not going to quote it or paraphrase it or anything.
It turns into a little funny bidding war that goes.
They end up losing it by $1.
By $1,
like 201, and she's about to bid again, and Johnny's like,
"No, we can't afford it."
So it goes for $201 to Jocelyn.
And speaking of affording things, we're gonna take another quick break and be back right after these messages.
But the expense!
And I say we'll use standard gauge, standard steel rails, and iron bridges on the intercolonial.
Nonsense.
We're not just building a railroad, gentlemen. We are building a country.
Patriotic rubbish.
Oh, we can just drop that. Aye, attaboy. Come on, Owens. And Roberts, look at this, huh? Between Halifax and Toronto, there are 5 different time zones. It's ridiculous. Oh, with the railway and the electric telegraph, what the world really needs is a system of standard time zones.
But sir, cities set their own time by the sun. They'd never agree.
So we'll have to make them, Roberts. Make them understand. Even if it takes years.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sanford Fleming of Canada, to whom the world owes the invention of standard time. Mr. Fleming.
He surveyed and engineered 4 Canadian railways and transformed the world with standard time. Sanford Fleming, engineer.
And we're back. So the next scene is we go back to the hotel with David and Jocelyn, the woman from the auction, her husband, who's the mayor of the town, according to Wikipedia.
Okay. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Oh, I get the feeling David doesn't want to do much or involve himself with much because he's like lying on the bed most of the time and people just come and bug him. So it's kind of good that he has pushy friends. As somebody who's been curmudgeonly or anybody with like anxiety or depression's been there, sometimes you need friends to like force you to do things. And this guy pushes his way inside.
Like record
when he
podcasts
answers the door
every Monday.
And record podcasts every Monday. Yeah. Just as a random example. Pushes himself inside and
yeah, because he quite hilariously, he knocks and David opens the door and he walks in right away and is like, thanks, I'll come in for a minute.
And so far in most of the episode, David has been annoyed by almost everyone. And he deals with that annoyance with
sass.
Yeah.
I definitely vibed with his like just like constant his state of like constant annoyance with like everyone around him. I'm like, I get that. I understand.
Mm-hmm. And the gist of it is he's trying to dance around the subject of he wants to buy some clothes for his wife.
There's a lot of like funny like gay innuendo too in the way the mayor is talking. He's like maybe we could me and you could go out together sometime, just the two of us men, on the down low.
Oh yeah. yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and when they get
and every once in a while he'll like, so this guy, one terrible haircut. He reminds me of the guy from like Scary Movie 2, the butler from like if you recall.
Vaguely, yeah.
Scary Movie 2 butler.
What have I seen this guy in?
That's what I mean. He's in everything.
It's
just like I can't bring his
Groundhog
name
Day,
up.
Cabin Boy. Oh, it's Chris Elliott. Kingpin. There's Something About Mary. The Nutty Professor 2. Scary
Chris
Movie
Elliott.
2. Scary
Groundhog
Movie 2
Day.
and 4.
Wait, that is Scary Movie 2 butler guy?
I think it might be, yeah.
Me. This actor reminds me of this character played in this movie where he played him.
Anyway.
Huge filmography.
Yeah.
But one of those things where you're like, what's his name? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and like when they get to the blouse shop, because that's what he wants
the constant joke that David does, I assume throughout the series, or maybe just with this person, whenever he'll like say something that's obviously means that, oh well, like I'm taking you like with me because like gay people have like style or like whatever like that.
Yeah.
Every once in a while Dave would go, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Right. And
a man,
or my favorite, he's like, you're just explaining what shopping is.
Yeah.
And he'll like interrupt him and be like, you're just explaining what a movie is. Yeah, I got it. I know. I like that back and forth.
Yeah, when they get to the blouse shop, because that's what he wants his help with. He wants his help buying his wife an outfit.
Yeah.
Specifically a blouse. But when they get to the blouse shop, he's like, right away, he's like, okay, so we need a top and a bottom. he says it in like that sort of way.
But again, because they're small town people, that might mean nothing.
Yeah.
To this other guy. And he's like, yeah, that usually is how it works.
This guy is like just like David is just like constant like sassy one-liners. Like the
which explains why there's a lot of gifs online of him saying these one-liners. Very expressive.
Yeah, very much so. Like you were saying, he was like that what you're explaining is shopping. That's how shopping works.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. And then it's revealed the more they talk. I like the part where it's like, well, he's like, well, how about this? Like, this looks durable. And he's like, you said elegant. Elegant and durable are like don't mix. Elegant is kind of like the opposite of durable. Yeah. So I put this back. We put this back. Then we find out awkwardly as he tries to dance around it that he's actually helping him buy outfits so that he awkwardly tries to explain that him and his wife role play. That's why he keeps bringing up that it needs to be durable.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know, the movie, like blah, 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 like Devil Wears Prada. And then he starts to explain it. And he's like, yes, I know what Devil Wears Prada is.
Yeah. He's like,
what about it?
Have you seen the movie Devil Wears Prada? Yes, of course I have. Oh,
yes, of course I have.
Well, you see, it's about Meryl Streep plays this. He's like, I've seen the movie. You don't need to explain it to me.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's just like, okay, so you're going for like Meryl Streep kind of like look.
They're making a sequel to that,
leave.
They just announced. I posted it in the Discord the other day.
What a weird timeline. We're seeing sequel to Bon Cop, Bad Cop and Devil Wears Prada. That's more believable than the Bon Cop, Bad Cop.
I like Bon Cop, Bad Cop, but
so do I.
I am much more excited about the idea of the Devil Wears Prada 2 than I am a Bon Cop, Bad Cop TV show.
Yeah.
Sacrilege, perhaps, but...
Sacrilege, but let me ask you, who the hell even knows what Bon Cop, Bad Cop is that's listening to this?
Yeah.
I expected David to leave when he found out he's getting when this guy's getting David's help picking out like role play sex outfits.
Listeners,
but no,
let us know in the comments if you've seen Bon Cop, Bad Cop, or The Devil Wears Prada.
If they've not seen The Devil Wears Prada and have seen Bon Cop, Bad Cop, I will be amazed.
You know what's funny is those movies came out the same year too.
I was at Blockbuster, I believe. Oh, I'm sure we were.
I was at Movie Gallery at the time still.
Okay, you were a movie gallery. So we were working in the biz.
Yeah.
We were working in the biz.
Which is why I've seen The Devil Wears Prada and Bon Cop. Well, I saw Bon
Cop,
Bad Cop in theaters.
Which is probably the only reason I've seen both of them, actually.
That was at a time in my life where I got free rentals and would literally just watch anything.
Yeah.
Saw some real gems and not
a lot of bad, forgettable movies.
So the shopkeep shows up. It's this old lady, and she's all like hilariously like,
two men shopping for women. I understand.
She's like, oh, is Peter Pan around? And they're like, what? And she's like, because I see a couple of Lost Boys here.
And she's like 60-ish, yeah. I'd say. And oh man. So David doesn't hide his disdain for anything, but he deals with it through tasteful sass rather than direct insults.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, we don't need any help, but thank you. Before she even says anything.
Yeah, we've got it covered. Thanks.
Well, I'll just be over here.
I'll just be over here because I know how lost you men can be shopping for women.
How quaint of her to think,
And this is one of the times where the mayor guy is like he's like, oh, it's okay. He has style, you know. He's of a certain persuasion, and winks. And David's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah.
We shoot over to Alexis. And her beau or whatever is kind of lamenting that, oh, you don't like the bike, or okay, I understand how it is. And then she kind of just blurts out that she doesn't know how to ride a bike. Okay.
Yeah. Because they're walking down the street, like pushing bikes. And
pushing it, and he's like, we could ride our bikes. Oh, well, it's only 5 minutes away.
Well, exactly. Then it's a waste of time getting on and off the bike. He's like, do you not like the bike? And she's like, no, it's not that. It was a very thoughtful and if unwanted gift.
Very thoughtful, if unwanted gift. And then she blurts out that she doesn't know how to ride a bike. And there's kind of like a montage outside of like a coffee shop or whatever,
where he's trying to teach her how to learn a bike.
He takes off the chain.
How to ride a bike.
Learn how to ride a bike, which is funny because she doesn't take off like the wedge heels or whatever she's wearing, and like the long, like asymmetrical skirt. And I'm like, maybe step one should be rolling up the skirt so you don't get it caught in the. But whatever, I'm not there. But
so the scene where he is, it does a quick close up of her like kind of moving the pedals with her feet, and him like with his hands like reattaching the chain. I was expecting something to go wrong there.
I thought they were emphasizing that to be like, ooh, no, get her off the bike, and then
she's going to ride away, and he's going to end up like slicing his hand on the chain. That's what I thought was going to happen.
Because his hand's inevitably going to wrap around the. But no. Apparently, he put on the chain with her pedaling.
So I'm a little confused about why the close up, why there was that close up shot at all.
Let me break it down for you, Mark. It's because some people like the appearance of a woman's feet.
Well, let me tell you, there once was a man named Chekhov.
There once was a man named Quentin Tarantino.
And Chekhov had a gun.
Did he fire the gun?
Well, in this case, no, he didn't. That's my point.
Yeah. Why did Chekhov have a gun?
They don't even know. They don't even have guns in Star Trek.
There can't be. Chekhov would never use something as rudimentary as a gun unless he was on like a holo deck.
A mechanical projectile-based weaponry. Starfleet has technologically advanced beyond the need of such primitive technology.
Much more effective, both non-lethal and lethally, to use standard Federation-issued phasers.
Yeah.
Chekhov doesn't even have a gun. They don't even have guns in Star Trek.
Oh, God. So while he's
she
teaching,
ends up learning kind of how to ride a bike, at least.
She ends up learning kind of how to ride a bike. But while she's out there, some random chick from the coffee shop comes out and is like...
Yeah, because Alexis is like, oh, do we have to do this? Like, somebody's going to see me. Because he's like, don't worry, nobody's like noticing. And the chick from the coffee shop comes out and she's like, wow, everybody's been saying that there's a girl having trouble out here trying to ride a bike. And I just assumed it was a kid. Immediately like confirming her fears that literally everyone is talking about it.
Yeah. And so she's
like, no, I am not a kid. I'm an adult. And yes, I didn't learn how to ride a bike. Okay.
And she's like, well, the coffee shop girl is like, well, what my dad did was just, put me on the bike and pushed me off. And that's what you got to do.
Give him hell or let her rip or I can't remember what the saying was or something like that.
Well, and
Basically,
so,
like I taught my kids how to swim by just tossing them off the end of the dock.
and so the guy ends up just like pushing her like off, and she ends up like riding away. And then the coffee shop girl is like, "Now get out of here, you whore." My dad used to say that to me after he did it.
That was pretty good. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Now get lost, whore, or something like that. She maybe I misheard, but she mentioned something like, "Oh, it's not like two different like when we dated, when you taught me like how to ride a bike, or when you." I can't remember. It seemed like
Yeah.
they were ex-boyfriend, girlfriend, those two.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Look at me, I'm learning," and he's like, "No, you have to move your feet to keep the bike moving forward." She does a good job of pretending that she doesn't know how to ride a bike while actually riding the bike.
David ends up riding a bike too in this scene.
Because we find out, well, wouldn't you know it? Because at the very end, I'm jumping a bit ahead here, but at the very end, we find out that both of them do not know how to ride a bike.
Right.
Why was somebody teaching? Oh, his sister. Right. Alexa. Alexis, yeah. Ends up teaching him at the end.
Right. That's at the end of the episode. Okay.
Yeah. What are we missing here? They lose the yada yada yada.
So the shopkeep at the blouse store.
Oh my god, yeah. She tries to like upsell.
Ends up swaying the mayor because David had picked out this like really nice like classy outfit, because he was like, when the mayor told him, he was like, so we like to we like to kind of role play Devil Wears Prada, and she's Meryl Streep,
like a sexy like businesswoman.
She's the Meryl Streep character, and I'm the like wide-eyed like country person coming to the big city for the first time. And David is like, so you're the Anne Hathaway in this situation, is what you're saying? He's like, yeah. Or he's like, who's that? Who's Anne Hathaway? And then
right, I'm like,
and then David
and
is
he's
just
like, hey, that sounds good.
And David is just like, okay, I now know everything I need to know to do this.
Okay, I know everything I need to know. So when they present the outfit, she's like, is this for a funeral? Because we offer bereavement discounts.
At that point, I would have just been like, yep.
Yeah. Maybe it's a small town and she would have found out they'd be lying, though.
Oh, well.
As somebody from as someone with woeful memories of being in a small town.
Right. Well, someone did just die, though. There is an estate sale going on.
Oh, fair. Who are they to say that they're not going?
Yeah. Put on your Sunday best.
Right away, David's offended.
To go buy a dead person's belongings.
Yeah. So right away, David's like offended because it's like, oh, okay, like if you'll humor me, I have some new items in, and she like brings out like a red sequin kind of thing, and then like some gaudy black and white like or whatever.
They look like something straight out of the Golden Girls, like something Blanche would wear in the Golden Girls.
Oh God. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
And
right?
He's dancing around it and realizing he's losing. Mayor guy's like he's being upsold.
Yeah.
Like successfully. And he's all like, no, like we selected these for a certain like reason, and these are right. And he tries not to be directly insulting, but then finally he like snaps. And it's just like, what? And he's like, those are skanky. And then the mayor guy's like, all right, I'll take the skanky red top then.
Look at this. This sure looks durable. Oh yes, everything we sell here is durable.
Yeah, that got to David too, and he's like, ugh. And so on the truck ride home, Mayor guy's like, hey, you seem a little upset. And he's like, what would make you think that?
I have one thing in life that I value about myself,
and he's like,
more
respect?
than anything else. And yeah, he's like, self-respect. He's like, no, my taste.
No, my taste. And you undermined that, and you undermined it publicly. And then basically he's like, well, David Wade, listen, it's hard for me to say no when there's, like a
powerful woman.
When there's like
direction.
a powerful woman like ordering me around, it's really hard for me to say no. But like I still got your like outfit there, and like I value your taste, and I do think that you're tasteful, and that's.
I will say I am completely with David being pissed off about this.
Me too, actually.
Yeah, he dragged him down to help him like pick out an outfit, which he didn't want to do in the first place. And then in the end, he didn't even end up taking his suggestions.
Mm-hmm. It seemed like the guy bought everything. Who knows?
I'm with David. I completely get.
He
why
ends
he's
up
pissed
apologizing and being like, "You're the most tasteful person I know." And so David's like, "Thanks."
And so I'm going to tell everyone that you picked this outfit out. He's like, no, but
I'm going to tell Jocelyn that you picked this skanky top out. And he's like, I didn't pick that out. He's like, nope, but I'm telling her that. And drives away.
And then
that was I liked that remark. Just like the immediate cutout to like the truck driving away.
And then the mayor, sometime later, the mayor shows up at the hotel, and with
it's nighttime, yeah,
with the mattress and
in the back of the truck, opened, so it's the plastic has been taken off.
Yeah, the plastic has been taken off, and Johnny's like, "Well, what are you doing here?" And he's like, "Well, we want to give you this mattress." He's like, "Really? You want to give it to us?" He's like, "Yeah, I want to give it to you."
I felt bad and. Wanted to give it to you. And he's like, okay. And he's like, yeah, for just $200.
He's like,
and that's when I pieced together. I'm like, oh, okay. That lady is this guy's wife. And okay. I'm piecing things together now. Yeah.
I figured it out because they had mentioned the name Jocelyn. I'm like, oh, must be.
Oh, clever. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, must be the same character. And he's like, but you only paid $201 for it. He's like, well, I know, but you can have it for $200. He's like, no, I can't afford it. He's like, $175. He's like, no, we can't afford it.
$170. And he's like, listen, that's too much.
Okay, I'm had enough of this. Have a good night. And he goes to leave, and he's like, $50.
$50. And he like stops, and he's like, but you paid $200 for it. 201. Why $50? Okay, gonna level with you.
We tried it out,
and we like something with a little more heft to it, some bounce to it. And this memory foam, not really for us. And he's like, oh, $50 though.
$50 though.
Lightly used.
I
basically
would take it.
Not even used. And here's the thing: if anyone listening, I hope anyone listening to this is privileged enough to say no to that. Sounds like the best. Sounds like I just saved $400.
Yeah,
on a new mattress, or $500, $600, and then it cuts to them sleeping on this much bigger, nicer like mattress. And the wife is like, Moira is like, like I wonder why
this
like they gave it to us.
This mattress is incredible. Like, why would they give something like that up?
Well, they probably felt bad for our situation, blah blah blah. And Moira turns to Johnny and she's like, really? felt bad for us.
That doesn't sound like them. And
he's like, well,
maybe
they just didn't like the memory foam.
Maybe they tried it out and it just wasn't for them.
And I like this because Moira like sits up and she's like, tried it out. Johnny's just like lying there looking straight up and he's like trying not to make eye contact. And again, I think there's a lot of talent behind the directing, but like the actors and like the writing too. And he's like trying not to draw attention or to like look at her. And he's like, tried it out. And she immediately gets up and she's like, oh, like disgusting or like whatever. And he's like, oh, come on.
How many? It's better than sleeping in the awful hotel bed. Who knows how many times that's been tried out?
How many times was our old like infested like springs poking into our back mattress tried out? Hundreds, thousands of times, and it's like it doesn't matter.
It's the mayor and Jocelyn. I don't want their sweaty like fluids.
It's memory foam. Now that'll always have the memory of them trying it out.
And he ends up convincing her, and she's like, okay, but tomorrow we're getting a mattress cover. And he's like, sure, yeah. And then they like snuggle and like try to go to sleep, and he's like, stop thinking about it. Because her like eyes are open. But yeah, then it ends up closing with them waking up and getting ready to go out like in the morning or whatever. Alexis is teaching David like how to ride a bike. And he's like, why do I need to like learn this? And his dad immediately is like, oh, son, get off that. You're going to hurt yourself. And mom's like, somebody needs to stop. Moira's like, somebody needs to stop this because like I can't handle like the sight of blood. Well, there's why their kids didn't fucking learn how to ride a bike. Yeah, is
immediately like what I think of. And he's like, son, don't be silly or whatever. And then I think Alexis like puts the chain on or like lets him go, and she's like, get the hell out of here, whore, or something. So like she says the same thing to him. And he's like awkwardly like riding it, and she's like, oh, I need to get my phone and get a picture of this. And he's like, don't film me or whatever. Someone in the background somewhere like does.
Well, and character Stevie, played by Emily Hampshire, who works at the hotel. She's actually a pretty big part of the show. She's a pretty big part of the show. She's just
not in this episode.
But she's barely in this episode. But she steps out and gets out her phone and starts recording David awkwardly trying to ride this bicycle.
So what you're saying is Emily Hampshire's a regular in this TV show.
Yes.
Reason number 6 to check this show out, everyone.
Right. And we're gonna take another quick break, and when we come back, we're going to tell you whether we're going to tune in again next time or not.
Oh my God! Look at that! Yeah, thank God she's a half a mile away, huh?
She's loaded, boys. You gotta get out of here. It's full of explosives.
Children, come on.
Oh no! Don't get out of here, Vince!
Come back in the school.
Please, get these children out of here. That ship is gonna blow. No!
Mr. Coleman.
Hurry! Hurry! You gotta get these people out of here. That ship is gonna blow. Train.
What?
People, get out of here! It's gonna blow up! Mission ship on fire. Stop train. Please, God, answer.
Coleman, there's no time.
The train's coming in towards Pier 6. I've got to warn you.
Come on, Vince, come on.
There are 700 people aboard it. I've got to stop it. Come on, acknowledge.
Halifax was devastated. 9,000 wounded, 2,000 dead, including Vince Coleman, dispatcher.
All right, Cal, you just caught a random episode of Schitt's Creek. Would you tune in again?
I thought a lot of this Canadian Heritage Month TV shows would kind of be those slower, like Canadian. I was going to say Canadian gasoline, corner gas type shows or whatever. I think this is in a different bracket. No offense to corner gas, like it has its like audience and everything. I think this is better than it.
I would agree completely, and I say that as someone who does like corner gas.
I can't even remember what I gave corner gas, but I would, and I think I'm gonna start this. I would tune in next week. Like there's something here, and I feel like it's rare, but I feel like this isn't a good or a bad episode. I feel like this is the show. Like this was a good representation of the show, and I'm gonna give it the go.
Give it the old maximum try.
How about yourself? You haven't watched a full episode from front to end either?
Yeah, just seen clips, as I mentioned.
Yeah, same. Or like just I know of it through GIFs, right? Would you tune in next week?
Yes, in fact, I'm going to. Probably when we're done recording, I might throw it on Netflix in the background while I'm doing some other stuff.
Right. And kudos, Canadian Heritage Month. I probably would have never checked out this show.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, if the show's this good, I'll probably like it. The series, it ran from all the way to 2020.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, the latter half of the 2010s.
There you go. Unanimous. Unanimous thumbs up.
I think the writing's pretty clever. The cast is phenomenal.
Right.
And like I said already, I can tell that a bunch of these characters just have like complete like disdain for like everyone around them, and I vibe with
As someone who lives in a town that you may or may not have disdain for everyone around you, do you relate at all to to any of the characters in this?
You could say that, yeah.
Interesting, intriguing.
I feel like I'm coming at this show at the perfect time.
Right? Perfect timing as they're stuck up Schitt's Creek. You're escaping yours.
That's right.
We give this two elbows up, eh?
Yeah, there we go. This gets 2 elbows up.
Not awkward at all.
No.
Not awkward at all. You know what?
Never played hockey.
Saluting is the only thing that I can think of where it's easy to salute with both hands, but it looks so fucking weird, right? Like this, somebody's covering their eyes from the sun, trying to see something, right? Mm-hmm. But like 2 salutes just makes you, I don't know what's going on there, but looks like I'm trying to like use my psychic powers.
Yeah, kind of.
Open your mind, Quaid. I don't know why I went there.
Open your mind, Quaid.
I call it the cerebral. What's that stupid? What's the machine that Professor Xavier uses? Cerebro. Yeah, I'm using Cerebro. Quick, let me check the women's changing room. Not here. Not here either.
Fuck yeah, I'm going in.
I'm going in. Cyberpunk before it was cool.
Brain power's on.
Brain power's on. There should be a cartoon somewhere out there where just like unexpected characters are in different genres. Because I feel like that's my sense of humor. Like we just somehow like simultaneously connected the dots of putting I was gonna say Jay and Silent Bob, putting Bill and Ted in like the X-Men Academy. Just wandering into Cerebro.
I was kind of thinking more Nicolas Cage.
Oh, that's whoa. Holy cow, I can see the universe.
Yeah, there you go. I don't do a very good Nicolas Cage, admittedly. You do a much better one than I do.
Let's just say I've unlocked Nicolas Cage in Dead by Daylight.
Just imagine Nicolas Cage as Professor X with Cerebro. No context, nothing. It's not even him as Professor X. It's just Nicolas Cage.
It's just Nicolas Cage using Cerebro. All right, Magneto, you're going down.
And, well, that was episode 130 of the Lazor Comb podcast. If you want to support the show, go to patreon.com/LazorComb, LAZORCOMB. $5 tier, you get our bonus weekly Patreon-exclusive podcast, the Super Lazor Comb Patreon Super Show. $10 tier, you get the occasional commentary track, and you get to pick a show for us to review a random episode of on this very podcast. So if you want to get in on that, go to patreon.com/LazorComb. Join the Discord if you want to interact with us, link in the description, as always. We'll be back next week with the next installment of Elbows Up Month, which is going to be one of Cal's suggestions, Kim's Convenience.
Hell yeah.
Which is a show I never watched. So this is exciting.
Woohoo!
So to figure out what episode we're going to be watching, I'm going to hit screen share. So it looks like Kim's Convenience has 65 episodes. So one random number between 1 and 65, and here we go.
Come on, big money, big money.
No whammies. 30.
30.
What episode is episode 30? It's a season 3 episode. Another 4th episode. Thy Neighbor's Wi-Fi.
Thy Neighbor's Wi-Fi. Season 3.
When the Kim's Wi-Fi starts acting up, Appa schemes to steal the Wi-Fi password from the crash fit next door. Huh.
Classic.
All right. Well, we'll be back next time with that. And until then, I have been The Siege, one of your hosts.
And I am the late, but not quite great, NeoCal, your other host.
Thanks for listening. We will...
cross-check you next week, eh?
Bye-bye.
If you ask any girl from the parish around what pleases her most from her head to her toes, she'll say, I'm not sure that it's business of yours, but I do like to waltz with a log driver, for he goes burling down and down white water. That's where the log driver learns to step lightly. It's burling down and down white water. A log driver's waltz pleases girls completely. When the drive's nearly over, I like to go down and watch all the lads as they work on the river. I know that come evening they'll be in the town, and we all like to waltz with the log driver, for he goes burling down and down white water. That's where the log driver learns to step lightly. It's burling down and down white water. A log driver's waltz pleases girls completely. Both my parents I've had to give way and dance with the doctors and merchants and lawyers. Their manners are fine, but their feet are of clay, for there's none with the style of my log driver, for he goes burling down and down white water. That's where the log driver learns to step lightly. It's burling down and down white water. A log driver's waltz pleases girls completely. Now I've had my chances with all sorts of men, but none is so fine as my lad on the river. So when the drive's over. If he asks me again, I think I will marry my long driver. For he goes burning down and down Whitewater. That's where the Lord